Alright guys, just wrapped up another 2025 Denali HD 2500. This one the customer picked out, shipped to us, and we of course installed all the lift and wheels and tires, and we're about to ship it back out to Arkansas. He has yet to even see the truck, so first time he sees it, it's going to have this awesome setup on it. It's got the 4-inch Cognito Performance Series, factory 22-inch wheels, and the 37 1250 22 Toyo RT trails. Now they do have the new RT Pro as well. There's a slightly more aggressive tread pattern. You'll see we've done some of those are a little bit more aggressive than this one, but they're both still really popular. The performance kit's going to get you the upper control arms that you see there. You're going to get the Fox 2.0 Resi shocks. Now this kit actually doesn't come with this upper mount, so we swapped that out just to make the Resi more visible. Sometimes we'll put a decal on that just to make it pop a little bit more, but the customer asked that we leave the decal off on this one, so it still looks pretty cool. I think he's wanting to put a custom decal on it. But normally it just mounts to the body right there. And you see, as we do on all these trucks, we touch up the frames where these have a wax coating, so anywhere that you touch, it just leaves fingerprints. So especially around the Resi and this bump stop, we always touch those up so that they look real nice and clean. As you can see, we have excellent angles. This is a true 4-inch kit. There's 4 in the front, 2 in the back, so it sits at level. It's got their split one-piece skid plate system. As I've mentioned before, they've just redesigned their sway bar links, and it is an improved design. The previous version, there was a washer that was cast onto the back side of the stud that was prone to breaking, and then it would work itself loose. This is all made one piece, so it won't do that. They've also redesigned their pivot and idle arm braces. If I can get you in there to see that. The heim joint itself, it just has 1 jam nut instead of 2, so it's a lot easier to make sure that you properly set the preload on the pivot and idle arm brace. I don't know if you can see from here, but they have their new Alpha Series upper ball joint. These are now greasable, and they have a bootless design, so these are coming on all the new kits as well. See if I can get you a better shot of that upper ball joint. So with it being bootless, you don't have to worry about the boot tearing, but it is greasable. Previously they were not greasable. I've always felt that they did need to be greasable, because at some point you're gonna, work that grease enough to where it just kind of dissipates and you burn it out. So, and you don't have a way to put any more in there. And with the new design, you can make sure that you keep grease in it, and you don't have to worry about the boot ripping. And of course, with all the Cognito upper control arms, they're serviceable, so you can actually change the ball joint without having to replace the whole entire control arm. Really good looking truck. As far as trimming goes, all we had to do is trim the corner of the bumper and the valence, and then push the inner liner forward just a little bit. Let me get you in there. Some of these we trim, some of them we cut. Just depends on how much clearance we ultimately end up with. We didn't need to do anything on the rear on the mud flap. Everything worked out great there. If I can get back here, show you the full stance of the truck. And we've got it set in dead level. as in the front fenders and the rear fender match on this truck. You see you got the Fox Resi shocks here. This is what I was talking about the Resi mounting to the body. That's how the front shock comes, unless you opt for the upper shock mount bracket to mount the reservoir up on top of the tower. And it's purely aesthetic. It's just really up to you and which way you visually works better for you. There's no functional change there. You got the 2-inch rear block, and then you got your bump stop extension and a couple brake line extensions as well. Got a couple of Fords in here as well. This one's getting the 4-inch, and this trimmer's getting the 3-inch. We also did an air overload system on it as well. Give you one more shot of the suspension itself. Cross member here, and it is a non-torsion bracket, non-torsion drop system. As you can see, you get your non-torsion bracket here that keeps your torsion bar up inside the factory frame pocket. It's also just, that doesn't change your ride or anything like that. It just keeps it up tighter when you're looking under the truck. Gives you a little more ground clearance. It's common to see the smaller 4 and 5-inch kits done that way, and then the taller kits like the 7 to 9, they're normally going to be a drop system that has the torsion bar drop below the frame rail. It's a really good looking truck. These factory 22-inch black wheels are getting more and more popular. They look awesome on these truck with 37s. All right, guys, that's gonna be it on this one. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.